Oh wait, here it is, the last game I am showing for this week. We both picked Isabella. Alright, this map is known as Great Bridge. And here, as usual, I would go for my neutral base first. My opponent chose not to and instead opts to take income. I went for this property because I plan to chain it actually not up, chain it left, and then I can create a pretty long chain over here. So that's why I'm going for this one. I'm the blue team, by the way. So the second bike, I plan to send it and chain the 3 properties up and to the left. And I go for the neutral base, which my opponent is still far from gathering. But keep in mind, infantry is very expensive, so by building up unit count, I will be falling behind in vehicles and more expensive units. Which is not a good thing if you want to win by tempo. So I'm going for my center properties because I can chain pretty well over there. And I built my first tank. What I should have done is to equip my CO on said tank, because because getting charged first is very important, especially in Isabella mirrors. But I didn't because I wanted to get a duster and equip my CO on a duster plane. Because I thought dusters are very fast, they can still do quite a lot of damage to infantry. They are not as vulnerable as tanks, so I don't risk losing my CO. But the problem is, I'm giving up a lot of tempo because where I could be earning charge very quickly, I'm choosing to delay it to hopefully get the potential to earn more charge faster later, which, well, it's always good to try new things. I'm still learning how to play. And my opponent still doesn't have the neutral base, which they are getting. There it is, the battleship. And I think, okay, that makes sense. A battleship is very strong in Days of Ruin since they can move and attack on the same turn. Imagine if I had my CO on this tank, I would already be getting a lot of charge. That would have been 10 charge right there. Meanwhile, I've spent money on a black boat, and this is the moment I lost. I built a submarine. Submarines just aren't that good from my sample size of this one game. They do quite a lot of damage to battleships, but they do get one-shot by cruisers pretty reliably. Cruisers are also very strong on this game. They can one-shot any air unit, so naval units are a lot stronger on Days of Ruin than they are in Advanced Wars by Web. So I've really underestimated the strength of cruisers. I just really underestimated the strength of cruisers. I should have just saved my money and got a battleship of my own. Oh, hello Aria Fireheart. Thanks for the follow. And yeah, as I was saying, cruisers are much stronger in Days of Ruin. They can one-shot air units, any air units pretty reliably. They don't take a lot of damage from air units in Days of Ruin, not even from bombers. And they would also take out my submarine, meaning this battleship, for the most part, is relatively uncontested. I should have just saved money for a battleship. That would have been a much better choice. But I'm still learning, so sometimes it's good to. It's not a bad thing to lose if you're taking lessons from what you lost, from when you lost. I built a battlecopter. Maybe I can force a few anti-air since they can fly over the water. But that assumes that I have the tank presence to do stuff against the anti-air, which I don't have the tank presence up here. So my original plan for this is this tank go up attack. This tank can kill off one of their bikes, then my other tank can first strike the tank on the temporary port. But I misplayed it a little, you will see it in my next turn. You know how it is with move planner, and then you use a move planner, then your actual moves are different. Imagine if I put my CO zone on this tank from day one. Well, not day one, but from my first tank ever built. Actually, I think this was the first tank I built. Never mind. But still, I could have gotten way more charge, so I made a lot of mistakes. I say the submarine was the reason why I lost. But I finally built a duster, which is what my plan was from the beginning. To build a duster and put my CO on it. So, my opponent now gets all 4 of the corner properties. Well, he got these 2 at the bottom. I'm not sure if it's still possible that I stop him from getting the top. I go in at the top. This tank move here is probably a mistake, but I finally got my CO on board and I think I can move pretty fast. I will try to get my charge first. But this duster really did slow me down from getting the charge that I could have been getting. I built a battleship of my own because I recognized that battleships, at this point I recognize battleships are very strong. I already lost my, what was it called? The gunboat, that's what it's called. I got a shot on the battleship, so I was pretty happy with that. But cruisers, very strong, one-shots the gunboats and destroys it completely. I try to fight. So, my plan was to attack this infantry, but I meant to attack it from the city, so that this anti-air can't reach it. But I misclicked, and I got on this tile instead, so that was a whoops moment. Now, remember when I said I could have put my CO zone on a tank? Definitely could have gotten way more power charge from that. Now I know, if I can't get a duster out quickly, I should just settle with a tank. for my CO, because you definitely want your power charged very quickly. And this entire time, already halfway there to the CO power. That's how quickly having your commander up and ready to fight right away. That's... The worst part is, I either have to retreat to not give them CO zone and lose all of the properties in the center, or I fight in and they get their CO zone, or they get their CO power, which is, well, we all know Isabella with the +2 attack, took +2 movement and +2 indirect range for all units. That is very strong. So I'm trying to build my charge, put my battleship in the range, in the CO zone, so I can get charged. I was hoping for a luck roll to reduce it to 3, so that... So here's the thing. If we look at my charge right now, I have 29 charge. If I got the luck roll and got a 3 HP tank here instead, I would have gotten just enough charge to increase my CO zone by 1 more, and the submarine would have gotten the boost to sink that battleship. Not only that, this tank would have also been dead and I would have also gotten more charge. But at the end of the day, I think I had already lost from the moment I built the submarine. And we will see what happens. Anti-air one-shots, cruiser one-shots the sub. Now he gets the charge because that +2 movement going all the way over here, tank running all the way to my battleship to blow it up. So there goes the battleship, and I still haven't killed their battleship. That +2 movement is very strong. And at this point, game's pretty much over. I couldn't kill this bomber, which... I do my best to take off the foots, like any soldier that I can capture, so that I can maybe deny him these properties at least. But looking at the center again, the battle is lost. There was nothing I could really do here. So, what did I learn? 1. Get CO on vehicle or something as soon as possible to start building charge. 2. Cruisers are strong against air units in this game. Yes, that +2 is very scary. It's kind of like Eagle Lightning Strike. You definitely want to get it first. Otherwise, they can just wipe you out on that turn. Maybe it's not as strong as Lightning Strike, but it's still very scary, because indirects... Well, think about a battleship, for example. +2 movement, and +2 range, and battleships can move and attack on the same turn. That's a 14 tile... That's effectively a 14 tile range battleship right there. Very scary. And so definitely should have gotten my power first. What I learned from the Wayland game with the Dusters doesn't necessarily apply here, since there are plenty of roads to get around anyway, and the map is really too big to really be front shifting to attack units off on the side. So, from what I learned, should have just built, when I got my first tank, that's the... Let's get to my tank. Also, my opponent did delay that third base quite a bit. I still disagree with this, but I'm now starting to see the merits of getting income first, because that early battleship, that really gave them full control of the center right away. And that submarine that just died, barely, not even sinking that battleship. Yeah, I definitely lost when I built that sub.